The K-pop music industry needs to show African Americans more love.
Let's be honest, K-pop would not exist without Black music. Beats are hip-hop, vocals are R&B. This isn't just inspiration.
So somebody finally said the quiet thing out loud, that people are stealing Black culture, and now everybody is mad at her.
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. By one and two by two. The song good to 하나의 무너지는 중. It goes one by one, even two by two. Everybody in the floor, let me show you how we do. Here I come kicking it down. 가장 독한 걸로 drop. Ooh, baby, give me one more chance. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. You need to get it. That boy Michael Jackson band. 난 너의 빌리진이 아니야, don't you leave me alone.
라인 힙합 보이나? 그래서
마음에 안 들어.
The rap sections mirror Black American flow patterns. It's a direct reflection. Streetwear aesthetics are pulled from specific Black culture phases. It's the visual language.
Seeing Big Hit's new group Cordis and their new song Go, it sounded eerily familiar to some Black artists I know like Travis Scott, Don Toliver. And now that I think of it, I feel like the whole K-pop music industry is influenced by Black culture and music. Hear me out, talented boys in a group who can sing and dance. Who does that remind you of? The Jackson 5. And look, it's not only Cordis that's taking inspiration from Black music, but most of these groups, anytime they have some sort of hip-hop rap section or like an R&B-ish feel, I feel like it's in direct correlation to African American music. I personally grew up with a lot of African Americans, especially within the music industry. And one of the main reasons I make R&B music today is because I was influenced by my Black vocal coach, Black musicians, and Black producers I worked with. I kid you not, one of the main reasons I learned to dance and sing is by watching Chris Brown and Michael Jackson. Anytime I saw those two guys on the stage and watched their performances, it would inspire me to become a better artist. But anyways, yeah, I think that the K-pop industry should show a little bit more appreciation towards African Americans. But in general, most music does take inspiration from other kinds of music, and I think we should all just enjoy it and have a great time together.
Even the dance styles are rooted in Black choreography traditions. Every move has history. This isn't subtle. This isn't a coincidence. This is a blueprint.
The whole K-pop genre just takes from the Black community. And so many Korean artists take straight from Black Americans. People that made K-pop came to the US first to study Black artists and then just went back home. Take K-pop Demon Hunters, for example. A lot of the mannerisms and dance styles and even the rap portions are taken straight from Black culture without having any main Black characters. And I think that's wild. Some of your favorite K-pop groups hire Black choreographers and producers, but they just don't show them. And I'm not saying these singers and dancers aren't talented, but they're just not original. Not to mention how racist the K-pop community actually is. You don't typically see many diverse K-pop groups unless they're westernized or any sort of interest outside of the stereotype for Black people. They catch a lot of hate from the community, especially if you're vocal online about it. K-pop literally just takes everyone's favorite aspects of being Black without actually having to be Black.
The global industry profits immensely, but the creators are left out. Black artists are rarely centered. Why is that conversation so quiet?
You don't know, then you have got to deal with it. I ain't telling you no lies, girl, deal with it.
I don't think you're ready, feeling deadly tonight. BABYMO when about to blow your mind. Supersonic motivating rhymes are creating. And everybody knows that JJ Fad is devastating. We know you like us, girl, so you better get sterile.
The influence is obvious. The credit conversation is quiet. Acknowledge the source. I noticed this pattern. You should too. Let's talk about it.
K-pop wouldn't exist without Black history and Black culture. Like a lot of music genres. If you're a fan of K-pop, you've probably heard of Sotaeji and the Boys. They're a Korean boy group from the 90s, considered to be the first idol group like idols as we know them today, incorporating rap into their music and dancing into their performances. As y'all know, rap is still a part of K-pop today, and rap is a part of hip-hop. A lot of what Sotaeji and the Boys did is rooted in hip-hop or influenced by hip-hop. That is where Black history and Black culture comes in. Hip-hop is a culture. It was a movement that was started in the Bronx in New York City back in the 70s by by African Americans, Caribbean immigrants. 4 elements of hip hop are considered to be breakdancing, graffiti, DJing, and MCing, or announcing and rhyming, which turned into rapping. So rapping, because I know K-pop fans like to talk about rappers. Rapping came about when MCs, basically the announcers that accompany DJs during their sets, they started speaking in rhythmic patterns, rhyming their words. It was very poetic, and this was done over the beats that were layered and mixed by DJs. These techniques were created by Black people, DJs that would host and play at block parties in the Bronx. This is what became known as hip-hop music and rap music. Rap, I think, is an art form. It's a form of storytelling. It was born out of a culture that spoke up against socioeconomic, political injustices. Rap also takes a lot of influence from other African traditions and music styles, like call and response and gospel music. So whenever I see discourse about rappers in K-pop, I just like to think about the history of rap itself, how it's really meant to be a form of storytelling, and there's actually a lot of resistance in rap. I wish it was something that more K-pop fans talked about or like took the time to educate themselves on, because it's a very rich and like really beautiful history. Another element of hip-hop as a culture is breaking or breakdancing. The term breakdancing comes from dancers who would literally dance over the breaks that were created by DJs, like they would elongate the breaks in songs. DJ Kool Herc, he's known as one of the founders of hip-hop. He's the one who coined the term b-boy and b-girl, which is still used today. And you know, a fun fact about breakdancing and like going back to Sotaeji and Boys, one of the members of the boys, it was YG, like YG, the founder of YG Entertainment. He was actually a member of the first Korean breakdancing group. Breakdancing, again, has its roots in the Bronx. It was pioneered by African and Puerto Rican people. A lot of what Sotaeji and Boys did and a lot of what K-pop does to this day is influenced and is directly rooted in Black culture. It is Black History Month, and I think it's always great to educate ourselves in how much Black culture is a part of K-pop. Just like many genres, rock, R&B, comes from Black people. It comes from Black culture. If you're a music nerd like me and you just like learning about the history of music, listening to those musical roots, I've been listening to the 70s and 80s rap playlist on Spotify. I'm gonna link it on my page if you guys want to listen. I just like hearing how sounds have changed over the years, and I like learning about where music comes from. Like I said, Black culture influences a lot of things in K-pop, and I think that's something to be celebrated. Happy Black History.
Black producers and writers are building this sound behind the scenes. Real talk. Global profits rarely reflect those cultural origins. Billions made off a borrowed sound.
Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water.
대신 더 광명이는 빌런을 택했지 그게 바로 미미미미미 내게 보여 see 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 The seraphim 날 이끌어 to victory And it's not the baby, it's not that It's not the baby, it's not that
This isn't about hating K-pop. This is about who gets credit and who gets erased. Black culture has shaped global pop music for decades. It's the foundation. Black artists do it, it's urban. Repackaged globally, it's revolutionary.
Yeah, so Hani from New Jeans posted this picture of Halle, and Halle was getting hella racist comments just for being Black. People are defending her now, which is great, but I will never truly understand racist K-pop fans. They don't seem to think about how K-pop will literally be nothing without Black people. Like, you can just see Black influence all over K-pop. Like, just make it make sense. It's very much weird.
That gap is the issue. World consumes the sound, money flows upward, origin rarely gets centered. If the culture travels, the credit should travel too. It's basic respect. If billions are made off the blueprint, acknowledge the blueprint. Let that sit. Where does appreciation end and extraction begins? That's the real question. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's have a respectful debate in the comments. Like and subscribe for more culture conversations. See you in the comments.
Yeah. I've been crawling through the dirt so long. Every step felt like a broken song. But the sun is burning holes in the fear. I'm done looking back, it's up from here. No anchors, no chain. Just got no rain. It's up from here, yeah, up from here.